Stacey and I met in person for the first time at a business retreat course in Canmore, Alberta in 2017. She lives in Cold Lake, Alberta. Stacey has the unique ability to see inside your spiritual journey and delivers the messages that are needed most for your soul's evolution. The information is always delivered with tenderness as she approaches each reading with an open mind and heart. She strives to leave you empowered and inspired to take action so you can start living the life of your wildest dreams. Stacey draws upon many modalities and has over 15 years of experience in the energy field. She offers intuitive tarot card readings, Akashic record readings, universal sphere sessions, 111 activations, individualized energy attunements, and life coaching. Stacey has just finished a new channeling course and has put together an offer exclusive for the participants of this event. So I'll pass the torch over to Stacey.
All right. Well, thank you. So yeah, with all that, you'd think that I have my stuff together, hey? So yeah, it's been an interesting year, to say the least. And yeah, I've been studying energy work for a long time, and I use it in my life all the time. But the normal things I've been doing or had been doing stopped working for about the past year. And probably last December, I had a series of events happen. And so they just kept on happening one after another. And fast forward to about August. So I had a family member who was diagnosed with a terminal illness. It was the pandemic, and I'm not able to wear a mask. It throws me into panic attacks. So that increased my social anxiety, and I had to experience mask shaming and all that fun stuff. My psychologist died. I quit my job, and my relationship ended. So I was not okay. And this was August. And yeah, with all this going on, I always equate it to swimming, and I just was treading water for so long, and it was too much. I was too tired, and the bricks were piling up, and I was sinking. So what did I do? I admitted to myself that I was not okay. And as a helper, I'm really good at helping other people and being supportive, but it was hard for me to admit that to myself, especially, I was supposed to be, the spiritual person who, had my stuff together, and I certainly did not. So I simply focused on eating, sleeping, and sorry to be a little bit crude, shitting. Me and Scott, we talk a lot about going to the bathroom. But honestly, that's all I can focus. That was all I can focus on. So I forced myself to eat every day. I tried to get a good night's sleep, and I went to the bathroom. I'm a mom, and I have 50-50 split of my kids. So while my kids are here, it's a lot easier. But when they went, that's when life got a little rocky, because I didn't have anything to focus on, right? It was just me. The second thing that I did that I had no idea I would do for myself was earlier in the year, I had taken a suicide training, so a SIF. And what I had learned there, I actually applied it to my own life. So every day, looking into the future is part of what was overwhelming me, because I didn't know. I couldn't see into the future anymore. I couldn't see what was coming down the pipe for my life. And so I just focused on being in the moment and today, and finding just one reason to live for today. So again, when I had my kids, it was really easy. They distract me, and it was them. And it was summertime, and so I love nature and kayaking. So that was it. Sometimes it was the sunshine. Sometimes focusing on friends and family, but I just one reason to keep me here, to keep me fighting. The second thing I did was I admitted to others that I'm not okay, and I asked for support. So I realized I was not alone, even though I felt I was super alone. And again, as being a helper, it's hard for me to ask for support, because I'm usually in that supportive role. So I reached out to a coworker who, helped me through. Scott, I asked you to text me every morning. So when I woke up, I had something to look forward to. I looked forward to your text. I had a close friend here in town. I asked her to physically come to my house. I said, you need to come to my house, even if it's, for a couple minutes. I said, and you need to hug me. You have to do, physically touch me. I reached out to an acquaintance on Facebook, and we started having daily calls, or not daily calls, but calls where we just, talked about our feelings, talked about what was going on, how overwhelmed we were. And she was able to support me through this. And it's funny how, whatever you believe in, source, God, puts the right people on your path. And so for whatever reason, I had a whole bunch of Facebook requests of people wanting to be my friends. So I added them all. I'm like, I don't know, I trust in the universe. And so there's this one particular man, actually he was from Alberta, and I call him the happy trucker. And he was just one of the happiest guys. And just like you, Scott, like he would just message me, and I didn't get into what was going on in my life. I just didn't want to share it with him, but he would just tell me how he would like hug his coworkers that were upset. And he was just like happy and positive, and it was exactly what I needed, right? Like not to get into my story, but just have something to rely on. And then, because of what I do, not in the physical world, I called on those, people that had passed. So as crazy as this sounds, my psychologist that had passed, I started having conversations with her, and asking her for guidance and support, and also like light beams and all that. So with that, I'm like, okay, so this went on for, a few weeks in August when it was really bad. And so I remember the day, it was in September, and, I live in Cold Lake, and it's called cold for a reason. And so it was already starting to get cold at night, but it was a really nice day. And I'm like, okay, I got to get on the lake on my kayak. And so I went to my favorite spot, and it's like in a little cove, and I just float. And I'm like, okay, like I need something, I need some kind of guidance to shift what's going on in my life. Like, I can't go on like this. I don't want to go on. And so I, got the information, the download, whatever you want to call it, that what I had been doing wrong. Because I asked for something to do. Being was not enough for me. I needed something, to do. So the information that I got was I was anchoring my energy outside of myself. So, I was relying on my job, like to be calm and supportive for me to be okay. I was relying on, people to say the right things to me to make me feel okay. I was relying on the world not being chaotic, where I can, go buy tomatoes without, being shamed. So these things were just not available. So my guidance was that I have to anchor to my connection with source, to my connection with energy. So when I started doing that, my life like suddenly changed like that. And it's funny how just a little shift in perspective changes everything. So that kind of gets me into what I want to offer, because I've taken this channeling course, and I want to share it with everyone that's watching. So after Scott posts this video, if you are interested in receiving a personalized channeled message just for you, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I think I'll just really feel into the moment. So either I will send you a voice memo, or I'll type it out for you. But if you feel like you just need, you're struggling with something and you just need a little shift of perspective, a little shift in your energy, I would love to do that for you. I'm not gonna guarantee miracles, but sometimes it's just one word, or just saying it a little bit different. It's like, oh, I never felt, I didn't think of it like that. Something feels a little bit different. So if you're interested, I will type out the information in Facebook and put your name, and then I will private message you and contact you that way.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing so honestly and vulnerably, Stacey. I've got marbles in my mouth here. And as always, it was wonderful to see you, and enjoy the rest of your day, Stacey.
Thank you so much, Scott. And thank you for doing this. I was so excited for this event. It's fabulous and fabulously organized. So
Oh, my
I
pleasure.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you back, and take care and be well.
Okay, you too.
Thanks.